All right, what's good, y'all, boys and girls? Welcome to another podcast. Wait, did I say that wrong? Nah, what we always say?
I don't fucking know.
I don't even fucking know. Hey, what's good, though, y'all? Welcome back, bro. We do say another podcast.
It definitely wasn't what you said. You said like boys and girls. You don't be saying. It's like it's some. Welcome back to the podcast.
Proper.
Yeah,
it's too proper.
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Fuck it. Okay, what's that with y'all, though, bro? Hopefully, y'all having a beautiful Thursday. Hopefully, I've been working on yourself, bro. And then today's. I sound too much like a reporter.
You is a reporter, nigga. Mainstream media. Let's go.
Nigga said mainstream media. Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan style.
we trying to get that contract with Piers Morgan.
We about to be reacting to "Do believe do women really have it harder? Male feminists versus anti-feminists." Now, to answer the question of the title, right? Do women really have it harder? In my opinion, I don't want to answer this question, and I don't think it's fair to answer this question.
What the fuck? This nigga makes a question up. Ask the question.
No. Look, I don't think it's fair to answer this question because I'm not a woman. You know, it's obviously I'll say a man. What the fuck? Obviously, a nigga would say his life is harder than a woman. A woman's gonna say that her life is harder than a man. But we all got our differences and shit that we go through. And shit for a woman is probably harder, or shit for a man is probably harder, whatever. But we all go through our challenges and shit. It is what it is, bro.
Damn, you bitches cloudy, foggy as shit, bro. What the fuck?
Floggy?
Yeah, floggy. You ain't never heard that word? You ain't got a new vocab downloaded yet?
Nope. Still waiting for the update and shit. Yep. Still waiting for the update.
But now we is back with another podcast, you know what I'm saying? I was just promoting it, you know what I'm saying, for you new people. Like, I see this on his phone during the podcast. Shut your bitch ass up, man. I'll be on my phone the whole podcast if I fucking want you. You know why? Because it's my fucking podcast, not yours. Fucking dumb bitch.
Who you think have it harder?
Women have it harder?
Yeah.
Like you said, I mean, different aspects, different, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely like,
yeah, because it's because for financials, it's I say men. For other reasons, like
it depends, right? If we gonna take like a man and a woman and give them the exact same responsibilities in society and shit, who would get it done easier? Who would have more difficult with it? You know what I'm saying? You can measure it that way, but that's not how life works. So it's kind of fucking unrealistic. But if we were to do it that way, I'd say women have a harder because you know what I'm saying, men are strong. We're stronger, you know what I'm saying? We just got a bunch of things on our side in that way, you know what I'm saying? But that's not how life works, so it's kind of doesn't make sense to measure it that way. Damn, these bitches still floggy.
Exactly. Like we all got our fair share of challenges and shit, but I'm about to pull up the rest and shit.
Yeah. I mean, like women gotta give birth and shit, so shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't.
I wouldn't want to do that.
And they also get to sit down and scroll through TikTok while we gotta still, day and night busting out.
Oh no, I do the same thing.
But also they don't get the privilege of fucking multiple women and not catching feelings and shit in the future once they build themselves fucking shit. So I don't know. We got we all got our different challenges and shit. So it's like with the oh shit! I had shit on mute, bro. Okay, he's black.
I was gonna say the same thing.
My nigga.
The only thing that I could think that justifies being a feminist today is you must just want to get laid. There's no reason to believe in all of these crazy things that seek to strip you of your masculinity, perpetuate these terrible ideas that men are evil and all of these things. That has to be the reason.
This nigga's been fire already. And let me mute this. I don't think it's copyright, but still, we're going to have to skip the intro. No, never mind. It was short anyways.
Step forward if you agree with the prompt. Women have it easier than they think they do.
No, I agree with that. Right there.
With feminism, it's kind of brainwashed women to think that they are victims in 99% of cases, and all the disenfranchisement that they would claim in like colleges and careers. A lot of these careers are way easier to get into for women than they are for men because they're looking to hire women because of feminism.
Like in divorce and stuff, they get more property, the kids' rights, all that.
Yeah.
But more
in most aspects, I say that they have it easier than they think that they do.
Yeah, then
so I think that from the jump.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say all, but in the general,
to have it easier. Like men need to be a provider. You're taught to be tough. Oh, why are you crying? Don't be a girl. But when a girl is crying or a girl is upset or anything that happens, usually they're a princess and they're given the world.
Well, yeah, because with women, they're born with their value.
They should be.
They innately have value. They can create life and they're extremely valuable from birth. For men, it's not really the same way. You have to make something of yourself to be respected.
Exactly. Like a pretty woman can go far just using her face. A man can't do that. A man can't go to a rich businessman or like a businesswoman and be like, I'm good looking, let me come to your yacht. Right. A woman can't.
It's true.
Right.
I bring the disagreeers forward.
I remember seeing him on the transgender males versus biological male shit. So he gay right here.
So you telling me that nigga? Oh,
I have a quick question. Just a second ago, you were saying that a pretty woman could go onto a rich man's yacht.
I can tell by the way he started off that conversation.
Right? Okay. So did that help women vote at all, being pretty?
But what does that have to do with the...
I'm just asking.
They always come with this fucking most logical shit. Oh shit, my bad. Hey, shout out to the chat, no cap.
Shout out Big Dog.
That had to be the blackest thing you could have ever done. Like they said, Sean P. That's the blackest thing you ever did. Oh my god, bro. All right. Oh my god, bro. Hey, shout out to the chat though.
Shout out to Dale, bro. I don't think I will put this on the screen ever.
Bro, I can't see that shit. Why that shit not popping up for me?
He should say "Fuck Women's Day, Women's Day K."
Bro, my shit don't show that shit. Let me pull up the show. Oh, there we go. Now it popped up.
I don't get the purpose of it, but shit, it is what it is. I didn't even know that it was Women's Day, but.
And make sure y'all drop a like on the stream. Hey, what was he? Oh, yeah. These feminists always come with the most stupid fucking arguments and shit. Because the question simply was, do women have it easier than they think? Right? That was the question?
Yeah.
So what the fuck does that have to do with voting? That's an in general question. That's a question like shit. Maybe
now he based his argument off a dude was saying how women could get far with their pretty face and stuff like that, like getting on a yacht and shit like that. But yeah, he automatically jumped to voting and shit, but you can finish it.
Exactly. That's like saying, you know what I'm saying? That's like if a woman says a man has life easier in life because he can open up a jar of fucking peanut butter easier. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then I sit there and say, does that mean that we can get jobs? Does that mean that we like nigga, I look fucking stupid. Bro. I could tell he's a feminist by the way he's opened his mouth.
Yo, if feminism is referred to, I mean, the old feminism, the fight for the equal rights, the being able to work, the vote, all that. I'm with all of that shit. But that's the thing now. Y'all have that shit and more. So we're not talking about back in the day. We're talking about modern day feminism. Oh, my shit lagging, isn't it?
Yeah, your shit ain't lagging.
I got it. I seen a Wi-Fi thing pop up. So for him to bring up voting and shit, bro, they was been able to vote. That shit, bro, that been a lot of years.
That's what I'm saying. Like women in our age have never not been at the fucking vote. Like what the fuck? We grew at the time when they could always fucking vote.
I'm about to say this man going back for hella years.
We're talking about women's lives being better than they think they are. Would you rather be pretty and be able to get on a yacht or have your liberties?
What are we living in, like 1950s?
That's what I'm saying. We living it back in the day.
Right to vote for a long time.
I think something you specifically said shows to me why women don't have it easier. I think it was you who said women already have their value. Their value is already obvious because they can have children. I don't want to put you in the box, but there are.
And he also said they are more valuable than men. They forgot to add the positive part in it.
There are large amounts of men. Women are people that have children and then they raise the child and they be quiet.
And I think
that is a problem. Not at all.
I think what was really evident to me when both of y'all came up and talked was how indoctrinated into the patriarchy you are. Right? You both come up and say, as men, we have to prove something. And those
he said how indoctrinated y'all are to the patriarchy. They always bring up that bullshit as patriarchy.
Expectations that you put on yourself is a direct result of patriarchy and the systems that feminism is trying to dismantle.
As are the values that women have that when they were born that you're talking about. Women did not create those.
Right. Those are God ordained. Men and women are both equal.
Men also created the world. They say that men have war and blah blah blah. Oh, guess what? They get to destroy it. You know why, bitch? Because they built it. The fuck. And then Andrew Samey had a good point. And you wonder why Well, what's the opposite of patriarchy? When a woman is in charge, what's the opposite? What's the opposite? I don't even know the word, bro. But you know why they don't have no countries or states or whatever where the woman is in charge? They got wiped the fuck out. That's why they don't exist, idiots. Duh. Oh, we should try a woman being in charge. No, the fuck you should not. That's why you don't see nothing now, because why? They got wiped out, bro.
Oh, it's matriarchy.
Matriarchy, yes, that's the name. Yeah, bro, that shit.
Yeah. Matriarchy can also be used more broadly to describe a family that's ruled by a powerful woman. The opposite of matriarchy is patriarchy, a system in which men are the one holding up the power. Yeah.
Bro, would you honestly think that a matriarchy would work, bro?
I mean, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Whether we think it'll work or not, it didn't fucking work. You know, I mean, it hasn't worked. It didn't work.
Matriarchies in the past, they got wiped out.
Exactly. It's not whether we think, it's whether, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't realize that, you know what I'm saying, there's a reason why we learn history, right? Because, you know what I'm saying, you want to learn to avoid certain mistakes in the future. Plus, you know what I'm saying, history usually repeats itself, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if some shit didn't work in the past, what the fuck makes you think it's gonna work in the fucking future? And it could fucking work. You know what I'm saying? But why the fuck? Who the fuck is the one? Why are we gonna fucking just switch the whole fucking world around for that? That's fucking stupid. On a what if it works? What if? I mean, that's not how we don't work off of what ifs, bro. That's not how life works. You can live your family, your personal family, off of a what if, but in society as a whole, that's stupid. That's fucking stupid.
I'd rather Sleepy Joe stay our president, bro, than put a woman up there, bro. And men are more logical. Women gonna tend to operate off how they feel. They emotional creatures, bro. Yeah, they may have some women that could turn that switch off, bro, but it's always gonna come back to bite them, the periods and all of this. And I'm scared. What if this might happen? What if this might happen instead of making a logical, a logical decision, bro? Yeah, bro. Matriarch. I'm so tired of hearing that argument. That's just so fucking. And then it pisses me off when I see male feminists, bro, because feminism, nobody that's a feminist can answer that question that dude on YouTube that interview everybody always asks, bro. If feminism have the same rights and more, what are the rights that they fighting for? What is feminism fighting for? I'm confused. They literally have everything.
Well, under God and in value as human beings. In Genesis, you have a creation of both men and women that are made in God's image.
We're not about to quote the Bible in like some feminist.
Hold on, but
I mean, we can. We're operating in a country where there's a separation of church and state. You cannot use religion as a motivation to make legislation.
Who are you to tell that man when he can't refer to the Bible? What the fuck?
If I hear one more person use religion as a reason to not give rights to people, I'm probably gonna fucking explode. People using their own personal ideologies as an excuse to implement legislation over other people's lives are simply just not okay with the fact that they can't control everything around them.
Religion, for one, protects women. Is it Muslims that the women cover up? Is that the right religion? It's a reason why those women cover up. Women are meant to be protected and provided for. Religion, most religions understand that, and women are huge. Their life is more valuable than a man's life. That's another reason why to protect a woman. It's argument, blah blah blah. Oh shit.
Yeah, you good now. You good.
Like he's saying that you can't use religion as like to base it off your argument. You actually can, because those women are, bro. I wish I had a Muslim partner. Like when do they get to take the I don't want to call it nothing else. I don't know the name of it. You know what I'm talking about?
You're talking about like the full
yeah,
full cover. I don't know anything about that for real. I ain't gonna lie.
And it's when they get married or something. No, I don't even know. But yeah, bro, it's the reason why they got that stuff in place, bro. So those women won't be out here like you Western women with y'all ass cheeks out looking like fucking a hoe.
Hey, bro.
Stop bringing religion into the argument. Nah, these bitches need religion. They need God. They need whoever. They need Muhammad, bro. They need whoever, bro. They need some morals, bro. They need guidance.
To the prompt, I mean, I don't think that women have it easier than they think they do. And I think to just make blanket statements like women in society think they have it easy or men in society have it harder or whatever you want to say, I just think it's kind of naive. Sure, maybe some women think they have it easier, but that might not be because they're a woman. It might just be because of their own set of life challenges and vice versa. Yeah, and I agree. And one of the reasons that I am so passionately anti-feminist is because I believe that feminism pits men against women. Men and women may be equal today, but they are not the same. But also, too, women are under a pressing assault today in this country. They're losing their ability to compete in sports, beauty pageants, also just basic things like that to people that identify as women. And no one is talking about it. Feminists aren't talking about it. So now you have conservatives having to fight for women's equality.
You're making some pretty blanket
statements. This nigga is frying this shit, bro. This nigga is frying this shit, bro.
That nigga know what he talking about.
Hey, how come the feminism don't fight for the women that's losing it? I don't know if you've been seeing the niggas that been breaking the records and shit, bro. How come the feminism not fighting for that? I thought it's about women's rights, huh? It's about women's rights, right?
They're women though, Snaggg. Remember, they're women.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
They are women.
It's about women's rights, bro. But they got hella women complaining that's in the Olympics and all this extra shit that they getting. They competing against biological men and getting their shit toasted.
But then again, they're the same, right? We're all the same in life.
Yep, we equal, all the same, you know. Yeah, I mean, like, the same.
It's all just a cycle, bro. It's all a cycle. They say that those people are women at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Then they complain about losing to those women.
Exactly.
They also want shit to be literally like this is the thing. We are equal in a way, we're equal in terms of like rights and shit like that. Like we can both
human rights
like that, but we're not the same. So like biologically, we're not equal. You know what I'm saying? That's what they don't understand. Like women give birth, I can never fuck. I mean, 2023, but like realistically, I can never give birth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we are so different. We got to stop acting like we're the same, bro. We play two different roles in life. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. We can't like I can't change the fact that okay, it's kind of, I'm gonna sound stupid to these new people and shit because you can now, but I can't change the fact that I can't give birth. Okay, in reality, I can't, and you can't change the fact that you can't have a dick. Like certain things that like we can't change, bro. And I can't change the fact that like for years, for centuries, men have been building and women have been, you know what I'm saying, being pretty. I can't change that shit, bro. Like that's how life is. That's how I'm gonna operate off of. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it is. That's how the fuck it is. I can't change shit like that.
Our ancestors looking down on us, bro. Whites, black, Asians, bro. They like, what the fuck is going on in the West, bro? Chopping off dicks at 3 years old, bro. What is going on in the West, bro?
I think that's the real problem.
But hey, I'm telling y'all, watch how I already know. I never watched this before, by the way. He gonna try to divert the argument to something else because feminism don't actually fight for women's rights because they have all of their rights already, bro. I want to hear what he about
conservative.
I want to hear how he about to take this argument because this nigga right here has been fire.
Having to fight for women's equality.
You're making some pretty blanket statements saying feminists don't care about it, and you say
they don't.
You think that all women just are against men?
To answer your question, yeah, you're talking about women. Women are not all feminists. Yeah. There are plenty of feminists who are very anti-woman. You know, you saw it during in the political era where you have people who will attack Kayleigh McEnany and Kellyanne Conway because they aren't pro-women. They're not for the girls.
So you
actually we have like just a little bit left. I haven't heard Kevin yet.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Kevin?
When you talked about the pressure
Kevin just sound like the quiet
having to provide and having to prove your value as a man, I think those are real challenges that men face. That's why like women have it harder too, because they are also being impacted by how aggressive men feel like they need to be able to secure the role that they have to play in society. But the reality of today is that because of the systems that we're in, the patriarchy is negatively impacting not only women, but also men.
The patriarchy is, wow. So blame it all on the patriarchy, right?
There's no wrong reason to get an abortion.
Oh.
$69 US Special Forces device.
Fuck this cheap shit. Hit the gym, fucker.
Device turns men into beasts. It emulates 54,000.
Man, hit the gym. Stop trying to hack the world.
Run back that question real quick.
I was trying to understand it too. There's no wrong reason to get an abortion. I think they about to basically say about talking about abortion, and this fat ass nigga need to hit the gym.
How you feel about that shit though? I've honestly,
what's the abortion topic?
I
we
think
talked about this before.
I think there is a wrong reason to get an abortion. Honestly,
should abortion be legal? In my opinion. The main topic of today's but we talked about that. Should it be
about this shit?
Should abortion be legal? In my opinion, no.
Talking on the majority, no.
Talking on the majority, yeah, no. But we gotta. But if I'm the head, I gotta make decisions based off the majority. If we're gonna try to make society better, but I mean, obviously that's not their goal. So my body, my choice.
But like I understand. There's a lot of situations, a lot of circumstances where like that's necessary, and there is like I feel like as far like the furthest you can go is like you're just simply not ready at the moment. But like it's like when it's like I'm saying like within like the first like month or two, yeah. But after once like the baby's formed the shit, I don't think there's any excuse to. That's just kind of
the time limit.
Yeah, but like, hey, as a whole, a majority, I do not think it is right. But again, I'm not a woman, so I can only speak so much. But you know, yeah, you know what I mean?
Nah. It shouldn't be legal, bro.
As a majority, definitely not.
Like obviously, there's the exceptions of the great situations that didn't get pregnant, bro. But when making decisions as the head of the world or whatever, or as the president, you got to take on risk like that to save the majority and help your society better, and also make most women make a better decision. Maybe they won't walk outside just provocatively no more, so nobody won't look at them as a sex object and try to grape them. Maybe they take more responsibility and stop letting all these niggas fuck them and tell these niggas to put on a condom if they are doing the fucking. You know, maybe they'll take more responsibility, but the majority. But but
I also think in that situation needs to be agreed upon by both parties. If you were to, not just that one, not like the girl don't want to have the kid. Oh well, you know what I'm saying, can't have the kid no more because that's fucked up to the guy. You know what I'm saying, the guy they had just as much role in making that kid than you did. So you know what I'm saying, in those situations, I think it needs to be agreed upon by both parties.
Hey, look, I quote this from Pearly Things, bro. Hey, the woman say, "My body, my choice. My wallet, my choice." Fuck y'all talking about? If they still want to have a kid, they still want to have a kid. When you say you don't want to have a kid, my wallet, my choice.
That's true. Exactly. That's 100%. 100%.
Hey, but like she be speaking straight facts on this shit. His wallet, his choice, bro.
Hell yeah. No wrong reason to get an abortion.
So all these people think that you can get an abortion no matter what.
I don't know. They ask this question very professionally, and I don't understand it.
I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I'm pretty sure that's what it
wrong reason.
Center the conversation around the very fact that we're a group of 8 men. The optics of 8 men in a room talking about when women do and don't deserve to get an abortion it's a bad look. So for me, from a personal standpoint, I have a girlfriend. There might be some reasons on a personal level where her and I having that conversation together, I might say, oh, I think we should do this. I think we should do that. On a legislative level, I don't feel confident enough to legislate when someone is and isn't allowed to get health care. Yeah, right. Because that's what abortion is. It's health care.
Yeah. One of the paramount ideologies of, I guess, being a quote unquote male feminist is just the ability to mind your own business. Right. Just to be able to say that this is the wrong reason to have an abortion, you're already headed down the wrong path. Yeah.
So being an anti-feminist, I look at this and I say, well, I am more religious as well.
As am I.
So I want to say I'm more pro-life, right? But if a woman decides that they want to not give birth, it doesn't matter the reason. Maybe she's not wealthy enough. Maybe the father left her. There's so many reasons. And then I also look at just gun violence and how we're birthing kids and we raise them and send it to school knowing that it can get killed. I don't know. I would feel like
it's not a safe. It's not the best world to be raising a child in.
Exactly.
I think a patriarchal element, even in your answer, not to combat or what have you. The idea of trying to cycle through the reasons why and going, I guess those make sense, is still, in my opinion, patriarchal.
Bro, are we not allowed to speak on shit like that? Why they keep saying that? Don't it take 2 to make a kid?
That's what I'm saying.
But it take 1 to make the choice, but from the jump it take 2 to make the kid. But they saying that men aren't allowed to make a decision or have a say so on that. We 100% are. We can't make the decision, obviously, bro. But we are allowed to have an opinion. I could have sworn one of my rights was freedom of speech.
Because, bro, they said stuff like the world we live in is, fucked up. So you might not want to raise a kid in this world, or you might not be wealthy enough. But guess what? Nigga, it's not just one parent, it's 2 parents, it takes 2 people to make the kid. So at the end of the day, I don't think, like, obviously, like, I agree with kind of what the first person said. I think his name was Tucker, about, like, you know what I'm saying, on a personal relationship, I should be able to make this decision. But, like, I mean, I wouldn't really, never mind. I don't agree with him, because at the end of the day, bro, it's like, bro, I don't know.
It's like what they saying is that men don't have a say-so on that, and they shouldn't have a say-so, and they shouldn't speak on that. Who are you? My first amendment right is freedom of speech.
But then the thing is, they're the same. These feminists are the same people to be. If I say I don't want to pay child support, they're the same people. Oh, it takes two to make a kid. Like, bro, you guys need to get your shit straight, bro.
And it could affect the male as well. That's what they're not thinking about. They're only thinking about women in this situation too.
Yeah, like it physically affects the woman, but in every other aspect, it also affects the male. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, the guy's not getting, you know what I'm saying, pregnant. She's not, you know what I'm saying, giving birth or any of that shit. But like mentally, emotionally, all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? Fucking financially, all that other shit too, you know what I'm saying? It affects him.
If the dude want to have a kid and the girl don't, the girl get to make a decision that she don't want to have a kid. So therefore, that man will be hurt because he lost his kid. And for them to say that we don't have a say so in that because we lost our kid is kind of, in my opinion, stupid.
It's kind of fucked up.
That don't make sense, bro. I'm about to say, I could have sworn if I wanted my baby and she took it, that I have the right to cry. I have a say so on something, don't I?
Even though I was on the feminist side on that topic, it feels like I was put in a position where I was framed as wrong. It felt like you aren't allowed to have this opinion on this topic because you're not a woman.
Yep.
And I think that's kind of bullshit, to be honest.
Facts.
Off the top of my head, I know that was mentioned earlier that abortion is healthcare, and I first want to push back on that. Abortion is not healthcare. Healthcare preserves life, it protects it. It doesn't take it away, it doesn't eliminate it.
What about the woman's life?
But when you exterminate a child, that is doing harm.
Oh, but it's not always a child, right? So it's a discussion when it becomes a child or not. That's not a gray area. That's not a line.
It is actually scientifically proven. It is a separate strain of DNA at conception.
Why do they keep cutting them off? Let them talk.
If you ask any doctor,
but if you took that clump of cells out, would it survive?
It's not a clump of cells. That's why you call it a termination. Scientifically,
this nigga called the baby that's in his stomach a clump of cells. What the fuck?
These are the people that I think honestly do not deserve to be parents, bro. Just listen to the way they're talking about it, bro. Like, I don't know. It just don't sit right with me. You're gonna sit there and say it's just a clump of cells. At the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day, that's like
kind of fucked up.
I mean, look. Whether it's true or not, right? It's your clump of cells. You know what I'm saying? It's you and your girl's clump of cells. Like, that means something, don't it? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Bro, they just gotta let the other niggas talk though, bro. The feminists getting so triggered, they acting like females, bro. They
sound like them too.
They
getting triggered or whatever. Let the man finish his argument. The first dude, he must finish what he was saying.
Is a life at birth, and scientifically it is at conception. At conception,
it is a life, but it is not a human.
So look, though, the thing is, so when you say it's about protecting life, abortions are protecting lives of thousands of women who maybe are not able to
at the expense of another life.
But you're already prioritizing that other life over the woman who's carrying that life.
Because of patriarchy, too.
Because of patriarchy.
Because of patriarchy. Blame everything on patriarchy, bro. Blame everything on.
In a way, once you have a kid, once you decide to have a kid, you are supposed to put that kid's life over your life. Like,
at the end of the
the end of the fucking day, whether it's a fucking, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit of nut flying in the bitch stomach, or, you know what I'm saying, a full-born kid, once you decide to, you know what I'm saying, once a female is pregnant, you know what I'm saying, it is your duty to make sure that kid has the best life possible.
Because kids are what? The future, dickheads.
Like, what the fuck? Why is that even a discussion? I
think the way that they looking at the baby that's inside the stomach, I think they looking at it literally, like he said, as a clump of cells, like just something that's not even much a human yet. Just crazy to me. And this nigga right here, he did the gym. He kind of fat. I ain't go. Well, not kind of fat. That nigga.
Damn, you just zoomed into me, nigga. The fuck you trying to say? You just zoomed into me when you said that shit,
bro. We all know you not fat, bro. Come on,
right, I'm a fucking toothpick, aren't I?
This nigga need to fucking eat. But his arms are like chicken wings. This shit fat.
Because of patriarchy, y'all are basically saying that.
So what if we're
see these cells are more important?
What does this have to do with
patriarchy though? Bro, they just blame it all. I mean, they want the women in charge. They want the women in charge, bro.
The patriarchy is a society led by men, right?
Yeah. So it's the men in charge. The men in charge.
At the end of the day, right?
Putin, Biden, all of them.
In this situation, though, right? When it comes to abortion, like, okay, you know, well, here abortion is still legal and shit, right? 100%, right? So for here at least, right, nigga, when that shit, that's literally the female making the decision. It has nothing at all to do with the man, nothing at all. So how would that be a patriarchy? That doesn't make any sense unless I'm understanding these words wrong, these terms wrong. But that don't make any fucking sense.
I don't know if you could
make the final decision.
I don't know if you could tell, but they getting emotional and they acting like females.
They are, you know what I'm saying? They sound like some bitch right now, bro.
And they got the first person to get emotional inside a debate, argument, bro. They lost that argument because he triggered something in them. As you can see, the feminine side they getting louder, and the more, you know, the other side, the anti-feminist, they more calm.
Absolutely shameful how flippantly our society has begun to treat the topic of abortion. You are literally exterminating an unborn child
to protect the life of another woman.
Then don't have sex without protection.
That's
you
don't
get contraception.
You don't have sex without protection.
Well, I don't have a baby. I don't have a baby. Stop absolving women and men of responsibility in treating grown-ass people like they are children.
Again, this nigga is speaking facts, bro. They keep telling him, well, tell a man to put on condoms. Who is the gatekeeper to sex? Who opens up their legs? If it was up to niggas and we was the gatekeepers of sex, we'll be fucking all the time. But bro, women.
No, you finished what you said, bro?
And I'm done.
It's like at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, the woman could be on birth control. The woman can take a plan B. There's more things preventing a woman from getting pregnant than a man from getting a woman pregnant. All we have is condoms. That's all we have.
The women, both sides need to take accountability. Women need to take more accountability in general. The man obviously gonna take accountability because reality gonna hit him with that shit, regardless, bro.
Especially once you get them child support taxes.
But what they don't tell women, with fat ass and the rest of these niggas, what they telling the woman and said, well, telling the anti-feminists, who are you to tell a woman what they can't do and what they can't do? Blah 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 blah. And then they got the other dude saying, put on a condom. So who are you to tell men what they can and what they can't do? Y'all contradicting themselves. So you could tell it's okay to tell men what to do and what to be. Y'all extra shit, you're a loser, lame, blah, blah, blah. Put on a condom, take care of your dick, blah, blah, blah. But it's not okay to tell a woman, close your legs, stop letting every nigga fuck, go on birth control, or just stop being a hoe. It's not cool to do that, but it's cool to criticize men, though. Their argument is so contradictory.
At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, listen. To end this all, right? To end this all. Do not have unprotected sex if you are not if like you don't know that you guys didn't come to agreement that if she was to get pregnant that you were going to take the precautions to not have to have the, you know what I'm saying, the abortion. You know what I'm saying? Because birth control, nigga, plan B is a thing. Birth control is a thing. Condoms is a thing. Now, if you guys want to have unprotected sex, what does that lead you with? You know what I'm saying? You still have two other options, plus other options too. I'm pretty sure there's other shit that I don't fucking know. There's female condoms, nigga.
Bro, I think she said that they got, I don't know how many she said. She said they got a high ass number of like bailouts for females or some shit. I don't know what she was saying. She be spitting facts.
This is the thing, bro.
But like my whole thing is, bro, like just listen to them screaming at the men, telling and as y'all can see earlier, like I said, bro, they getting very emotional. They screaming at the men, well, you put on a condom. Stop telling women what to do with their body, blah, blah, blah. Listen to them, bro. They sound dumb.
Sex without protection.
Bro, you don't have sex without protection.
You don't have sex without protection.
Bro, you don't have sex without protection.
Well, I don't have a baby. I don't have a baby.
And then he being sarcastic. Don't tell women what to do, or tell them what to do. Yeah.
Bro, do they not?
Hey, but it's cool. They contradicting themselves. They telling men what to do right now. Put on a condom. Blah blah blah. You cannot make that argument.
Bro, I'm about to mind blow all these motherfuckers, right? Listen. If the woman just took a little bit of responsibility and said, "Do not put your dick in me without a condom on," and doesn't allow it, guess what? Guess what that is if he still continues to do that? Guess what it is if that man still proceeds to fuck you after you tell him no, you're not comfortable having sex without a condom.
Great.
Exactly. So why the fuck? Like, this is literally has nothing. It's not really the man's fault at this point, because if you allow that, you have to fucking and you end up getting pregnant and you do not want to take you do not want to be on birth control, you didn't want to take plan B, you didn't want to do anything, you have to deal with the consequences. And so does the man. The man deals with the consequences too. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. This is why you should not be having unprotected sex with somebody that you do not know, somebody you do not trust, and somebody you did not have like at least a little verbal agreement that, you know what I'm saying, if things were to, you know what I'm saying, happen, I slip up and don't pull out on time, you take the plan B and we move on with life. Like it's not that difficult. It is not that fucking difficult to have safe sex without a condom. It's not that difficult at all.
Yeah, but that's the problem though. And then that's to be my thing, right? They put all the responsibility on men with sex. The women, they don't want to criticize or give them no responsibility at all. It's the men that need to put on a condom. Bro, these bitches be taking off the condom. Can we tell these women to take some? Can we tell these women to take some kind of accountability, bro? But they don't want to be criticized. They don't want to criticize a woman, but it's okay to criticize a man. No, that's perfectly fine. And I don't like that about feminism either. That shit whack, bro. I wish I was there because I tell him that he contradicted himself right now, bro.
Bro, hey, Jubilee, bro, get ForeignPill on the episode. We'll fuck that shit up, bro.
Bro,
we'll fuck
19-year-old frying this shit, bro. Frying grown man shit.
Stop absolving women and men.
Respect him for not getting emotional because they just keep cutting him off. They keep getting loud. They just emotional.
Responsibility in treating grown ass people like they are children.
Again, we're not emphasizing any of those things. We're going straight to women and making it their problem.
Well, it's a man's problem as well, because if a man gets a woman pregnant, that is his child as well. So one of the things that's really important, what abortion does, is it puts all of reproductive rights in the hands of women when it takes both parties. She cannot have a child without a man. Abortion normalizes women making bad choices. We've kind of given a free pass.
Man, get Donovan on podcast, bro. This nigga talking this shit. And the next nigga.
Not really think twice about the ramifications that may come of it.
But again, we're zooming in on a high level on the end result. We're not talking about the systemic issues that cause women to have.
Is the end result not important? Are we not busting our ass every day to get the best end result possible? Is the end result not possible? What the fuck? That's bro. They're not making logical arguments. They acting like females right now, bro.
On the end result. We're not talking about the systemic issues that cause women to have abortions. Hold on. We're not talking about the lack of resources that make people feel like they cannot sustain a pregnancy or sustain a life. And those are things that are caused by the way men have set up society. So instead, hold on. So
what are the lack of
talking about the actual issues from the top down and going the whole way, we go to the most oppressed person involved and make it their fault.
Women are not oppressed in 2023. And what are the lack of resources? We have everything we need to survive. That's why the fuck that was literally this is not the caveman days.
And then he telling it's cool for him to interrupt everybody, but the moment that it happened to him, let me finish. Bro,
but what is the lack of resources?
That was an illogical argument. I think that was straight off emotion right there. I ain't gonna cap. I think that was straight off emotion.
That was straight off being retarded. Because what are the lack of if there was lack of resources in a first world country in 2023, guess the fuck what? This wouldn't be a fucking first world country no more, nigga. Like what?
And then they keep saying, and then they keep blaming. It's because of the society that men built. Blah blah blah. It's because of the society that men built. Patriarchy, bro. The shit that would happen if matriarchy was a thing, God bless the fucking America. You wouldn't see me on this planet no more. I'm out of that, bro.
I'm confused on what the fuck he literally just said, because he literally said that there's a lack of resources.
Oh no, he was saying that it's based like, I don't know how to explain what he said. It's like, but he was blaming the patriarchy basically. It's because of how men set up the system or whatever, and that's why women are oppressed. That's why
women aren't oppressed. That's the thing. Like,
exactly, they're not arguing off logic, bro.
They're arguing off of I don't understand, bro. I don't even know what to talk about at this point. They're just saying shit.
Mansplaining is overly criticized.
Yeah, hold on. What the fuck? Do you know what that word means?
What the fuck is that?
I gotta Google. Mansplaining. I do not know what that was. The explanation of something by a man, typically to a woman, in a manner regarded as condescending or.
Can I get that in a sentence, please?
Nigga, I'm trying to figure this shit out. Condescending. Having or showing a feeling of it's this word again. What the fuck does this word mean, bro? It's
fuck it. We're gonna let him explain.
Yeah, bro, because I'm trying to figure it out. Hey, we tried, bro. We tried.
Criticize.
Mansplaining. It's often criticized.
I
mean, they got mans in it. I think.
Everything else.
Come across videos online.
I think it means criticizing men. Like, I think they accent. I don't know.
Where like a man will respond back to a broad generalization about women, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're just mansplaining it," as if men aren't allowed to have a voice in the conversation. And I think that the term itself, it's just not really defined,
and mansplaining is just not real. Like it literally is a man explaining something, and these people get angry about it. Like that's the reality of the times in which we live. And it also
explaining things as a man, like we were just talking about the abortion topic, and then they kept making an argument. Who are we to tell women what they could do with their body? Blah blah blah. Who are we? We can't speak on nothing. I could have sworn freedom of speech was a fucking thing.
Hurts the ability of men to have conversations with women, because you think, oh wow, if I explain this issue to her, and I'm going to be accused of mansplaining, or I'm going to be accused of being sexist because I don't think she understands it. That's toxic, and it hurts women, it hurts men, and it's just not a way for us to have a function.
And
society.
at its core, it's completely hypocritical, because the feminist plight is that women need to have a voice, and they're being told they can't have a voice, and then they turn around and do the exact same thing and say, "You're mansplaining me. You shouldn't have a voice about this topic because you're a man."
And we're targeted because of our identity, and no one cares about it because we're supposedly in positions of power. So we don't get to be victims. We don't get to say, "Oh, you should feel bad for us," because we're men. So we don't get to have the luxury of having the benefit of the doubt of society or the media or any of those things. And it's a shame. It's a shame.
Right. Yeah.
Did you know that you could be throwing away money
by
not doing this one simple thing?
No.
I get the cheapest prices.
No.
I'm going to speak about mansplaining from a different perspective, because you guys are talking about controversial topics. I'm going to talk about it from just like a day-to-day perspective. In my relationship with my partner, how I try to be really mindful of mansplaining is when she is sharing her struggle. I think a tendency that can be conditioned in me through just how men dominate and want to have to solve problems and all that is I want to jump in and just solve it and try to explain what's happening here and try to question her experience and be like,
that's what women want. They want a leader. They want a problem solver. They want a man. That's what they want. The fuck?
Hey, like, well, did you think about this? Did you think about that? Well, I see this. That inherently in itself comes off as mansplaining, because what is the counter to mansplaining is actually getting consent from the other person. How do you want to be supported? Do you want me to support you and listen to you, or do you want me to help solve problems?
It's also, mansplaining is also not just a man having an opinion. Right. That's not the situation.
It sounds like that's what it was to me.
The idea is when a man interjects an opinion that he either is not fully educated on or does not have the appropriate empathy to be able to talk about.
How is that different than a woman doing that? Yeah, exactly.
That's my
exactly. Good point. The women could do it all the time, though, huh?
Issue.
Then feel free when a woman does that to say you're woman's-plaining. I don't think that they'll get very...
There's a reason that term doesn't exist, because you're not allowed to do that towards women in society.
I promise you, if you did that, it would be just fine.
You just invented it.
It would be
you
just
can feel like, bro, I hate when they say you can feel
arguing off
like
emotion,
it's
bro.
gonna be just, oh shit, my bad. You can feel like it's just gonna be just fine, but guess what? In reality, it's fucking not, okay? Men are not allowed to criticize women in this generation.
Can't say nothing about women. It's a reason. It's the reason why they not speaking on the positive effects that abortion can have. It's the reason why they don't want to speak on it, because they know for a fact that they don't want to criticize women. The moment you say something about a woman, come on now, bro, the world go to hell. You're a man. What do you know about being a woman? Blah, 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 all that bullshit.
The difference is, though.
But as far as that that mansplaining shit go from the term, so it's just men explaining their opinion, and I agree with dude. I think it was the black dude, but he was saying how that it's toxic. It is very toxic because it's not letting two parties share their disagreement. Like they got the anti-feminists and the feminists in the room. If nobody not having a conversation, bro, that shit is not healthy at all, bro.
Facts.
As far as mansplain, that's a different word. Learn something new every day, huh?
When if that were to happen to men, it wouldn't quiet our voices to being completely unheard. My wife is a physics and math teacher. If she has the answer to a question in a staff meeting, she's going to have to be louder than the men in the room, because that is the way society has conditioned people to operate, especially in male-dominated spaces.
Yeah.
That's what mansplaining is. I have one more question. Is it about the word?
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Is it
Like
about the
people
word?
getting hung up on like words like
y'all really don't. Y'all have a lot of problems with a lot of these languages.
When you say man,
they are so emotional right now.
Wait. So like the thing about him and his wife, right? Him talk about his wife got to be a bit louder in a room full of men, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one to say it, but like, you sure she's you know what I'm saying? Because women are typically soft spoken, quiet, laid back. You know what I'm saying? A real woman at least, right? But maybe that's why your woman got to be a bit louder and shit. Because you know what I'm saying, I could say something in the same, you know what I'm saying, in my normal tone of voice, and like it's gonna be louder than if a girl says it in her, you know what I'm saying, normal tone of voice. So I don't know. Like, I don't think it's just because she's a woman we don't want to hear her opinion. Because if that was the case, they wouldn't have hired her. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have fucking hired her if that was the fucking case. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
I'm not getting no logic for him. From none of the feminist side besides Zach not really arguing up. What's that nigga name? Kevin, I think. Fuck, whatever that nigga name is. Yeah.
Kevin had to be told to talk. Kevin's scared.
Because I think Kevin probably. It's because Kevin probably fucking realizing, bro. But
Kevin girl probably sent him there.
Nah, but the nigga in the orange made an argument, talk about he a math teacher or something like that. He a teacher, and if they have a staff meeting or whatever, the woman gotta speak up or whatever. Once again, women are emotional creatures. Men tend to be more logical because they have to live their reality based in logic. So it's a reason why men are leaders as well, because we make better decisions. We make more logical, reasonable decisions instead of basing it off emotion. So for they arguments, is like, I wish, bro, they need to put us on this shit. They need to put us on this shit.
Mansplaining, you have to understand that subconsciously we're already creating a divide when really,
exactly like I was saying.
A woman can mansplain by definition the way you guys are explaining it, and that's just as wrong as if a man does it. So why is it called mansplaining? Why isn't it just disrespectful?
And why can't anybody have an opinion and share their opinion?
So it's just having a fucking opinion, bro. Like
exactly.
Like
what, being able to share it.
Exactly. Like who the fuck gives a fuck? Like if you don't want to if you don't want to listen to the opinion, don't fucking listen. Like if like I can't stand people. Oh, you're mansplaining. Okay, I'm gonna start hearing that word a lot often now. I'm like, yo, mansplaining is crazy. Ain't nobody ever heard that word before.
Especially on that fucking abortion topic. You don't know what it's like to be a woman. You have no say so on this topic. You're mansplaining. Nobody asked for your opinion.
Yes. Things like that.
Everybody is allowed to have an opinion, and it's totally fine for a woman to speak on any of men's problems or whatever. Even though abortion is a two-party problem, it's totally fine for women to speak on anything that they want to. But the moment that a man speaks on anything referring or criticizing a woman, all hell breaks loose, bro.
Facts.
So when your life is not at stake, when you're not being attacked, I think you can focus on language. When you're not at risk of being...
You live in U.S., dude. That doesn't
Men are attacked every single day.
Women are attacked more.
But I think...
What the
Women are protected.
Oh, my God. Bro,
women are the most protected species on this earth. And I love it like that. I want it to be that way. Why do they act like women are not being attacked? Who are they being attacked by?
Bro, he said women are attacked every day, bro.
By who?
He said women are attacked every day, bro.
Like by who, bro? Who's attacking these women?
And then don't forget about that man that's probably still locked up in jail for being falsely accused of rape and probably getting his shit beat up, and you already know what's going on in jail and shit, bro. Don't forget about that. But hey, it's definitely the woman that's oppressed, bro.
And let's not talk about all the men that are going to fight wars and shit. Like, bro, women are being attacked more than men. Like, I'm not disagreeing with the fact that women shouldn't be shouldn't be attacked at all. But it's just saying that it sounds stupid. Where do they get attacked? Like, what are they getting attacked by? Like, that's what I want to know. What are they getting attacked by?
What he basically saying is, yeah, men have problems, but women have it hard. Women have it harder. Women have it harder. Blah blah blah. It's such a female way of arguing too, bro. It's terrible debate strategy too. Yeah, women have it more. No, the women have it less. Like,
from a societal standpoint, you guys talk a lot about social conditioning and how women feel uncomfortable. But don't you think this narrative that you're saying right now is contributing to that? Telling women that they should be scared when they're in an environment full of men. Telling women that, you know, they are oppressed. They are this, they're that. By telling women they're less than men.
Let me respond to that.
And it's fire. And then I heard him on the little, my shit frozen. Yeah, my shit frozen. Oh, Wi-Fi, there it go. It's back. Let me turn the Wi-Fi on my phone. Nah, this nigga spin fire though.
They're not telling them that. They're validating the fact that that's the reality.
Right.
But what Odile was saying was, if you keep telling women that they are oppressed and blah blah blah, but they are going to start literally thinking, oh, so I am oppressed. I am this blah blah blah.
Men should be encouraged to be financially independent of men.
Oh, hell no. I disagree.
I think this one's a no-brainer, right?
Women should be encouraged to be financially independent of men.
Why do they have to be encouraged? That's the only word that got me. Like, if they want to be financially independent, go ahead, nigga. Who am I to say you shouldn't or you can't? But like, why do they have to be encouraged? Just make the fucking decision on your own.
I'll let her hear his fucking.
That's what I want to hear. Like,
I believe that men and women are equal. They're just not the same. And I think with that equality comes equal responsibility to be able to provide for yourself. And when I think about what could provide for oppression, if that were to exist, would be this idea that they were tethered to men to live their lives. I think if you remove that tethering, then obviously women are free to do whatever they please and exit very bad situations. You know, one of the most unfortunate stories that you hear so often is that so many women are forced to live in very dangerous circumstances because they don't know who's going to provide for their child if they leave. They don't know who's going to provide for them if they leave. And so I think financial independence for anyone is always.
Pause it real quick. This is why,
my brother.
Like that shouldn't even be a thought in these women's minds, because you should be picking the right man. Stop sleeping with every man. Stop sleeping with a nigga just because he has a big dick. Stop doing this shit. If you make better decisions, you're not going to think that way, because like you're just not gonna think that way. Because if you pick the man, man, fuck this shit. Stop picking these scamming niggas, these hood niggas, all this bullshit. You women pick the wrong men and then want to complain that you don't know if you're living in a dangerous environment. He's abusive. Well, no fucking shit. You picked the fucking wrong man. You walked all over the nice guys. You walked all over the niggas that would, you know what I'm saying, buy you flowers and shit every day, tell you that they love you and shit, for a nigga that's just gonna fuck you and leave you and shit. That just wants that you just a baby mama to him, nigga. These women fucking they fuck over all these nice guys, these niggas that are actually, you know what I'm saying, willing to fight for their women, to do all this shit for their woman, to provide for their woman, for a man that doesn't even fucking care about them. You know why? Because the man has clout or the man has money and shit. So don't fucking blame nobody but your fucking self. You pick the man. Stop acting like you're like, I hate when they do this shit. You pick who the fuck you want in a relationship. By the end of the day, just like, I'm gonna pick a girl I want, you gonna pick a man you want, and nobody's forcing you. What the fuck, bro? I can't stand this shit.
What I about to say? This encouraging women to be financially independent of men is fucking bullshit. It's the equivalent of saying, if you start a business, don't start a business because of the risk of things that might happen. What they are encouraging is for women to go into a relationship with fear on them of that my man might leave and I need to do this about blah blah blah. They are preparing for worst case scenario instead of working on bettering themselves to better their relationship and so that they can take their relationship to the next level, bro. And probably they don't have the whole question in encouraging a woman to be financially independent of a man. They probably don't mean for it to go like that, but the byproduct of them encouraging women to be financially independent is why the divorce rate is most likely so high, bro, because y'all got. And then also another thing with fear, the mothers, the grandmas, the aunties, the friends, bro, like it's like these daughters had nothing but negative things about relationship. They never had a positive. They never see a winning relationship that's going good. So they're gonna go into relationships with fear, and that's not a good way to go into a relationship. That's like going into a business with nothing but fear. Oh, I'm gonna lose all my money if I don't do this, blah blah blah. No, that's stupid and retarded. And then the best part about a relationship is dependent. Oh shit, my shit lagging.
That shit good.
It's good.
Yeah.
And a part of a relationship is dependent on your partner. The man depend on his woman for this. The woman depend on the man for this. What they're essentially telling women not to do. Is it lagging again, bro? Yeah, what they telling women not to do is not to depend on no man. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. But men, like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard, bro. And shout out to bro in the back. I already know he finna spit some fire, but telling him to be financially independent is the dumbest shit I ever heard, bro. Yeah, go in a relationship with fear. Yeah, be scared that he might leave you. Be scared. Yeah, have a backup plan. Bro, making a plan B is setting up for your plan A to fail. Bro.
Yeah, bro, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. So say I'm in a relationship with a woman that has her own, right?
Yeah.
If the reason she has her own is the fear of me leaving her, I can't be with her. I can't.
Exactly.
Like that's like you're already starting off the relationship with trust issues that you've probably not even had in the past. You had because other people around you brought that on yourself, which has nothing to do with me. But why would I want to get in a relationship with that? Now, if she has her own because that's really what she wants to do, it's a different situation for, you know what I'm saying, different topic and shit. But if the reason she has her own and wants her own is because she thinks that one day I just might leave her and shit, and then she's just gonna be on her own, don't even be in a relationship with me.
And then that's the beauty of relationships, is not trusting each other and depending on each other. That's how relationships work. That's how feminine and masculine work. That's how a beautiful marriage, that's how the shit work. Y'all both depend on each other. Y'all both trust in each other. But telling them to go in a relationship with fear and be scared and have a backup plan just in case this might happen is absolutely stupid. Instead of them focusing on their plan A and working on fucking becoming a better wife, learning how to cook more, learning how to clean more, fucking learning how to add value to their man's life more. It's not better in no relationship. And then that's why the divorce rate is so high too. Be independent, go queen, boss bitch, blah blah blah.
Just a good idea.
In the back, gotta say, bro. I already know what they're going.
Yeah, I want to speak about this through a different lens. I think it should be like women should be empowered to be financially independent. Encouraged versus empowered takes a different like sense of support. Speaking to how men feel the need to provide. Sometimes when a woman makes more than a man, men can feel like they're less of a man because the woman is taking more of like the boss. And
as they should, because that's the masculine role.
Exactly.
Is it not that, bro?
I feel like a bitch if my girl, if it's open now, like, listen, if I don't know how much she making, she don't know how much I'm making, I'm not gonna feel that way. But if I know I'm making 50K a year and she making 100K a year, I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? Let me get on my shit and let me make more. You know what I'm saying? It's just natural. It's, you know what I'm saying? Natural instinct. I feel like men have.
The masculine role is to protect and provide, and what he's saying is it's okay for a woman to take on that role. No, it's not, because why? That's a masculine role. That's the man's role. So she tend to become the man, and then what place does that leave a man? So of course the man's gonna feel less of a man because the woman is taking the man's place. Of course.
That's how it is, bro.
Like provision kind of like role in the household. So I think that it's important to be able to equip women with being able to feel like they are empowered. And that is a feminist thing, because it is breaking the gender norms of like what is masculine and what is feminine role.
Yeah, I also
what he just said is going to break what is the masculine and what is the female role.
I think it is important though in this conversation to recognize the women that don't want to be financially independent in a marriage. There's a lot of women in our country that enjoy being mothers, and I think being a mother is one of exactly. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're stuck in their situation, because they're doing something very valuable by sacrificing that freedom in order to raise our next generation.
Same, bro. What about all of the risk that the man take? The man, bro, in my opinion, men take on more risk in a relationship than a woman. The fuck?
In a choice, right?
The nigga life is on the line. What the fuck? It don't get no worse than bro. That's only one. Bro, that's the main one, bro.
And their love is their labor.
Right? And they worried about independence, financial independence, where that nigga gonna risk his life for you, and you worried about money in your pocket.
Right. Exactly. Their love is their labor in their home.
Hey, Chandler Volt here. Now, have you ever
Chandler.
thought about writing a book?
Chandler.
Or maybe you've had someone tell you should
already wrote a book.
Okay, I have a few different thoughts. One of them would be the importance of the family. I think women should go out and be financially smart and know how to make money and be able to make money for themselves. But being independent of men leaves this notion of that you can never trust a man, or that men are unsafe. And the problem that this brings is in the family. I think.
Can I ask you why?
Why do they keep cutting this man off? Like they literally.
I'm just going to finish my thought. I'll explain. With the nuclear family, you have, and this is for both men and women, they're the most happiest when they are in that kind of dynamic. And to your point about marriages where women makes more than the man, that's one of the biggest indicators of divorce. And I think there's a societal and honestly God-given responsibility for men to provide. So when men are told that women are going to be independent of you, you're stripping away a lot of their purpose and responsibility to be caretakers of women, to provide for women. I would also
you're stripping away masculinity, bro. Like I said earlier, the masculine role is to protect and provide. And when you're telling women to be independent of men, by default, you're making men weak and making them feel less of a man because you're stripping them of their masculinity, you're making them feel less of a man, bro.
Say that the biggest group of people that are on antidepressants, and it's 1 in 4, are women that are 40, have a career, and have no family.
Bro, he bringing the statistics.
The real meaning of life is community, family, and relationships.
Look at all
Can I respond?
It's speaking facts with the families. This thing is speaking facts. Ain't no way they can argue against that, bro. That it's more about the family.
Oh, they definitely can. Trust me, they're gonna have something to say. They're gonna have something to say. Will it make any sense? Probably not. But shit, they're gonna have something to say.
To one specific thing you said, which is the demographic of women over 40 taking antidepressants, and you're using that as proof that they're the most depressed group. Men just kill themselves.
Yeah.
So like all the men that have killed themselves, if they didn't do that and we're still here, men would predominantly be more depressed.
There's no basis.
But also the
men statistically kill themselves more.
But we're talking about two completely different points.
Well, I think he's just saying that statistic is a little bit difficult to process.
It's out of context because the men that
there's other factors.
Yeah, there's other factors.
There's always going to be other factors, but that's a clear indicator that women at some point, whether they started wanting a career, will eventually want to fall into a role of being a mom, having children, because that is what women derive the most happiness from.
Yeah, got a lot of studies and stats over here, which is cool. But like when we're talking about financial literacy and financial freedom, there are a lot of women that have the ability, that decide to step back, all those types of things. None of that has to be taken away or omitted in order for them to be empowered. People should be able to do in their households what they want to do.
But that's not the question. Or the question was, should we encourage women to be financially independent? Keyword of men. Independent of men. Not needing a man. Make money so you don't need a man. Should we encourage that? They flipping the question and making it their own.
I don't think anybody's trying to take that option away from women. I think y'all think people are, but I don't think that's really happening.
But they are. But they are. We see that in society today. People demonizing women for choosing to stay at home. Female empowerment.
Facts, bro.
And also means empowering women, again, to make the choice that fits them, their choices, and what they want to do. It is...
Bro, this the argument that I've been trying to say, bro. I'm sorry to keep pausing, y'all, but y'all know we gotta say our opinion on this shit, bro. Facts. If feminism is about women's rights and the best for women, why do y'all shame the housewives? Why do y'all shame the women that want to stay at home and take care of the kids and cook and clean? I thought it's about women being able to do whatever they want. Why do y'all shame the women that want to be one of 4 wives to a Muslim man or something like that? Why? I thought it's about women doing whatever they want. I thought it's about empowerment and equality and all this extra shit. This nigga's been facts. Oh my, this shit fire.
Just as powerful, just as influential, just as important as a choice to make to raise your kids at home, if that is what you want to do, and also be the CEO of Walmart if that's what you choose to do. We can empower women to be girl bosses, whatever you want to say.
Would you empower a male friend if he told you that he was going to quit his job to be a full-time stay-at-home father?
If he wants to.
That's what he wants to do. Shit, I don't give a fuck.
Bro, I thought feminism is for equal rights, bro. I thought it's for equal rights and everybody's free to do whatever they want, right? Apparently not, because they pick and choose.
That's good.
Pause real quick. This is what they don't understand, right? Why the fuck would I encourage say this situation, say Snag got a kid and shit, right? And he's telling, yo, I want to be a stay-at-home dad. Why the fuck am I trying to encourage this? I don't give a fuck, nigga. If it's my wife, it's my fucking wife. What the fuck? Yeah. That has a direct impact on my child. Like, why the fuck would I really give a fuck what another man does with his kid, as long as he's doing what he thinks is right and is not harming nobody? Go fucking ahead and do what you want. It's different. You cannot compare a friend to a fucking a wife to the mother of your kids. That is fucking delusional,
bro. I think Gen X women fucked this all up for the like kids and all and shit, because they passed on teaching their daughters to be financially independent of a man. You don't need a man for this. You should want a man. Blah blah blah. And I asked a couple of friends of mine what would they raise their daughter to be independent of a man? They all said, hell yeah, absolutely, fuck yeah, all this extra shit, bro. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard. And I was asking them why. They said, because she don't need no man. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard, bro. And my shit probably lagging again. Fucking Wi-Fi blowing.
But I just want to make sure because like you're only defending women who get demonized for doing this, and you're not like advocating for men to want to step up and do that too. You're only
because most men don't want to.
Why not? Why don't you want
because
men?
they don't want
because
to.
they just don't want to.
I don't want
it's a choice.
I just want to make sure I follow your logic.
Are we not allowed to make free choices? What the fuck?
Are you pro choices or pro less choices?
This is a trap. This is a trap.
What do you mean by that?
Are you pro choices? Are you
He's
pro less
trapping
choices?
When I asked him why he doesn't encourage men, he said because they don't want to do that. So then why is it a problem if women don't want to be stay at home?
I'm not encouraging women to
It's
stay at
women's
home.
choice too.
I'm not encouraging women to stay at home. I'm
that.
saying that they have a choice, and I'm not for taking choices away from women. You may be. I don't know.
All right, reset.
He's straight emotional right now, and they frying his shit. Little do he know. And black dude ain't got nothing to say. Fat ass chicken wing arm ain't got nothing to say. But fucking he's trapping you, yeah, because he know not to hop in that fire because he gonna fry his shit too, bro. But yeah, that's shit. We hit the hour and shit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's gonna be the end of the podcast, bro.
That shit was interesting.
For real. Yeah, we got a guest on Friday too.
Saturday.
I said Friday. Saturday, we got a guest on Saturday, so make sure I pull up.
How the fuck you get to not even know the day?
Bro, because I keep thinking that today, I don't even know. Fuck it.
We don't even do podcasts on Friday. So how the fuck? Right, this is why we need. That's
Bro, you keep trying to replace me with Chris. You cannot. I'm irreplaceable.
You think so? You think so? Just like how these women are irreplaceable too.
Hell yeah.
Hey, W Pod, no.
All right, make sure y'all pull up Saturday, bro. We got a special guest on that for y'all. He gonna be giving y'all some fire, some heat, some facts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, W Pod.